Yo, does anybody care to explain to me just exactly what the hell is going on between Roddy Ricch and Atlantic Records and all these delays for the Navy album? Now, let me be the first to say I have no problem with artists taking time in between projects to craft up the best project that they can. But as a fan, I will say I'm not too fond of delayed release dates. Like, please explain to me how do we go from announcing the initial release date of December 6, 2024 to now a year and 4 or 5 pushbacks later this project is expected to be released on December 5th, 2025. Today is Thursday, and I'm supposed to be getting ready to listen to the Navy album, but unfortunately, I'm not because it's been pushed back for the fifth time. Now, y'all can see in the screenshot behind me, after the initial release date, their project got pushed back 2 months to February, then another 2 months to April, then 3 months to July, then to tomorrow. And as of this week, it has now been delayed another 2 months to December. I guess the bigger question is, how do we get here? Because 6 years ago, Roddy Ricch did the unthinkable when he released his debut project, Please Forgive Me for Being Antisocial, on the precipice of the pandemic. Granted, I don't think he foresaw the world shutting down just 2 months after he released his debut project, but it did. By March, we were all stuck in our homes, streaming, catching up on our favorite TV shows, streaming versus battles on IG Live, watching DJ D Nice on IG Live, but we weren't really listening to music as much as we normally do, and this scared a lot of artists from releasing projects during this time. However, Roddy Ricch's debut album, on the hand, was surviving and striving. The album featured the longest running it was the longest running number one single of 2020 with his song "The Box." It remained at number one for, I believe, 11 or 12 weeks. The album itself did well critically as well. I believe it spent about 4 weeks on the Billboard 200, the longest span for a debut album since 50 Cent's "To Get Rich or Die Trying," which is saying a lot. We know how great the album is. His sophomore album, however, it wasn't really received well, and I don't think it did too well commercially either in comparison to what the debut did. However, folks still have hope for Roddy Ricch just considering how good that debut project is, which is the reason why there's a lot of anticipation for this third album, the Navy album. Folks are trying to see, whether or not he's going to get back to where he got to on the debut album. And despite it being delayed for a whole year, people are still tuned in. I don't know if there's ever been anything like this before, to be honest. Like, to me, it feels like maybe the relationship at Atlantic Records have gone sour potentially because I can't think of any other reason for so many delays to an anticipated album. Now, if y'all don't know anything about Atlantic Records, they are very formulaic, meaning that they are very hit focused. There is an actual formula on how to make a hit record, and most labels utilizes it, but Atlantic does it way more than others. I bring all this up because maybe that is the reason. Maybe there's creative differences between Roddy Ricch